I'm back. Sorry about that. I had to restart the live stream. Something happened. I had a phone call come in, and I'd been on for a while, and had to get myself a drink too. It just stopped working. So sorry about that. But I'll only be on for a short moment. But thanks for tuning in. If you've never seen the live stream before, or if it's someone who has just been on before, thanks for coming back. If you're new, I'm the Global Surveyor here on YouTube, and I like to promote land surveying, which is what I do for a living. And yeah, please make sure you watch all the videos. There's heaps of videos there. Please make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. And if you've got any ideas for videos or anything you'd like to see, I'd be quite happy to make a video. I might actually come back on later this evening if that's something that would interest anyone. Yeah, so if you're just tuning in, thanks again. I had to disappear. I had a phone call come in on my phone, which I'm using as part of my live stream, and it caused a bit of a glitch in the live stream, and I'd been going for over an hour and a half, so I had to turn that off and thought I'll go get a drink, and I'm back now. But as I said in the previous stream, I've got a few plans to draw, and we're getting closer to Christmas, so I've got to sort of get going and start to draw some plans. But thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate that. And yeah, just make sure you like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and leave me a comment. Let me know what you like about the channel. Offer some suggestions about videos you'd like to see, and yeah, see how we go. Leave me a comment if you like. Let me know where you're watching from. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for tuning in. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you got any ideas for videos or anything you'd like to see, just let me leave a comment, and I'd love to explore that next year. Maybe over the Christmas break, I might try and make a few videos on when I'm walking around the place. If I see some old survey marks, I might make a few videos. As I said, I was on about an hour and a half ago, and had a phone call come in, and all of a sudden the live stream stopped. So apologies for that. G'day, monkey. How you doing? That's good. That's good. Where are you watching from? Always good to know where people are coming in. Oh, that's excellent. Thanks so much. Yeah, well, I was on, where do I stay at? I'm from Sydney, Australia, is where I'm coming from. And I've been on the live stream now. Well, I was on the live stream for about an hour and a half. So Adelaide, you're coming in from Adelaide. Cool. How did I get interested in surveying? Thanks, Dalton. I was working for someone as a surveyor's assistant. I was a draftsperson, and I didn't. I needed a job. I did a drafting course, and a surveyor needed someone to draw some plans, and so I started doing that for a few years and thought, gee, surveying's a pretty cool job. And so therefore I decided to start studying surveying, and that's what led me into becoming registered, and now doing what I'm doing and working for myself. So yeah, it's been quite a journey, and now I'm making videos about land surveying, which is pretty cool. So yeah, and if I could make surveying videos all the time, that would be really, really cool. But I've been on the live stream now for yeah, thanks, Monkey. I'd appreciate that. If everyone could like and subscribe to the channel, that would be fantastic. I'm trying really hard to get to 1,000 subscribers. I know that's a big ask. I'm at 957 or 958 now. So yeah, any support you can offer, that would be fantastic. I must say though that I'll be leaving the live stream soon, which I'm sorry for a few people who may have just come on. But I will come back on later tonight. So Sydney time, probably I'll put a link up on the YouTube channel so you know. I'll give you plenty of warning. So just check that out, and then that way you can wait for the live stream, and then feel free to go for it and ask as many questions as you like. I'll answer a few questions now, but I have a few plans to draw, and we've got 2 days to Christmas, and I'm just sort of going, oh, well, 1 day actually, tomorrow, and Christmas is the next day. So I've got a few plans to draw, so I'm going to have to leave soon. But I'll come back later tonight maybe, and we can have a good chat if you like. But thanks, Marcus. Love the channel. Looking to change career from urban planning to surveying. Well, yeah, if you... I did my surveying course through the Uni of Southern Queensland, which enabled me to work full-time for a surveyor and study part-time. Which is a good way of doing it, because obviously if you're working already, you want to continue earning a living, so that's probably the best way to do it. The Uni of Southern Queensland has probably a really good course in surveying too. The most challenging thing initially is the mathematics behind it, and but once you understand the maths, the instruments take over. All the hard stuff is taken over by the instruments. So but you still got to use your brain. But I've got a heap of content on my channel, so check it all out. There's lots of different videos. I'm trying to make a little bit more about maybe surveying equipment and how you set things up and operate things. I'm working on that. What time tonight? Might be about 8 o'clock, I think, Keith. I'll put something up there, and I'll sort of do it at a time where everyone's had their dinner and everything's done for the night. So it'll probably be about 8 o'clock, I'd say. But I'll put a link up on the YouTube channel for that time, and yeah, feel free to jump on and just sit there and register your interest in watching or however it's done, and yeah, you can just wait for the live stream. What am I doing for Christmas? Just catching up with some family locally. Won't be going out too far from Sydney. Um, so yeah. But yeah, again, back to your question, Dalton, about the challenging thing about surveying. It's just a lot of things to. There's so many things to understand, but it's a good job. It is a really, really good job, and there's a massive shortage of land surveyors. So it's definitely worth pursuing if that's what you'd like to do. And it's the same with you, Marcus. If that's what you're making a change from urban planning to surveying, it's good because surveyors need to understand town planning to start with, or urban planning, town planning. We need to understand that component if we're doing a project, a subdivision, or whatever. I mean, generally, town planners take the lead when it comes to getting projects approved through council and survey. I like to just stick to surveying really and let the town planner sort out the approval process, but it's worth understanding all that as well. So yes, Monkey, I do. Yes. Um, increase insurance costs. Yeah, it hasn't impacted me. I mean, I've had to deal with the cost of um, paying for it. But yeah, I've noticed that my insurances for my survey gear and for professional indemnity and other things like that definitely have increased since last time. But you can't practice without it. So yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure about the 10 times, but I know it's definitely gone up and it's not cheap. But you have to have that insurance in place. So, yeah. Oh, that's a tricky question, Dalton. I'm not really sure. I think if I must admit, I have a real soft spot for, say, the Scottish Highlands. Or somewhere out there. I'd love to be surveying around there if I could. I really like that sort of Highlander sort of situation. That's pretty cool. Yeah, well, that's it. I mean, I think there are some survey firms that thought the idea of growing a business to have lots of people would be great. And I guess that's probably maybe the reason why I never went down that road, although I'm always trying to help people, but just employing a surveyor, you've got to put the wages on and the superannuation on, but then you've got to pay for all the survey gear, and car and everything, and that costs a lot of money. By the time you've put on wages and maybe a full set of survey gear, you could be looking at $200,000. It's a lot of money, and so for businesses to break even, and then maybe you've got to pay rental costs depending on where you are, and insurances, and workers' comp. It's a lot of money. So yeah, and then therefore, if businesses are sort of folding or closing or in difficulty, then there's people out of work, or there's not enough surveyors to do the job, and so yeah, it's a tricky one. It's a tricky one. Well, I'm going to go very shortly, people. And like I said, I will put up a link to a new live stream starting later, hopefully this evening, after I've done a bit of work. That's the thing, I've got to think about doing some work. So thank you so much. Thanks, Keith. Thanks to everyone who's put in a comment or a question. I really appreciate that, because it enables me to chat to you all. And I will chat to everyone soon. I've got to draw up a survey, a detailed survey of a house, and then I've got to do an identification survey of a property as well. So that's what I'll be doing this afternoon. Just another couple of minutes and then I will disappear. But make sure you, if you haven't checked out some of the videos, check them out. Do I love beers? Of course, Mickey, of course. But unfortunately, I've got to, if I sat here drinking beers all night or all day, I wouldn't be able, well, it'd be quite an interesting live stream, but wouldn't be able to concentrate on the work that I've got. Hi, Taurus from Russia. Thank you, from Russia College. Thanks for coming in, Taurus. I was just saying to a few people, and I appreciate you coming in, that I'm going to have to end the live stream like really soon, because I've got to do some work, and I'm going to come back on later tonight, probably about 8 o'clock Australian Eastern Standard Time. I will put a link up on the channel so you can so you're informed, and make sure you wait for that and tune in then, and yeah, feel free to ask any questions you like about surveying. And well, I'm not sure, where are we? It's 2:40 Sydney time now. I don't know where we're, Eastern Daylight Time or Standard Time, I'm not sure what that is. We're in it's Well, if I stick it up on YouTube, you'll know where that is relative to your time. You know, if it's saying starting in an hour, you'll know it's starting in an hour of your time, wherever you're watching from. No worries, Mickey. Thank you. Thank you for coming. I mean, your support is greatly appreciated, and I wouldn't be able to do my channel without people like yourself tuning in. So thank you. Thank you. I really would like to grow the channel quite large. I mean, I think everyone wants to grow their YouTube channels, don't they, if they've got a channel? But that's the goal. That's the goal for me. Although I'm a professional surveyor here in Sydney, and that's what I do for a living, I would love to be able to just go around making videos about surveying. And it's kind of, I'm not really wanting to be a teacher and teach in the sense of being at a college or a university, although some people have asked me to do that, but I would prefer just to teach online, like, you know, in a non, an easy way for people to learn and to experience surveying. So why do I suddenly decide to develop my channel on YouTube and LinkedIn? Well, my channel's been going for a little while, but I think I've come to a point whereby I just had a little bit more time on my hands, and I think that it was just easy. I've had a little bit more time to make videos, and better videos. I'm getting better at it, I guess. So that's what I'm trying to grow the channel, and quite a lot of people get value out of that channel. So I think that's, you know, might as well continue doing it if it's offering some sort of value to people. So Messi or Ronaldo? Oh, that's a tricky one. I'd say Ronaldo. Everyone says Ronaldo, don't they? Yeah, so that's the reason why I decided to develop the channel, and to make more videos, and so yeah, please feel free to share my channel with anyone you may know who is a surveyor or thinking about becoming a surveyor or wanting to learn about surveying. There's a heap of interesting information on there about Australian survey marks and surveying in general, and survey gear, and I've got some really groovy videos about when I went overseas, so and travelled throughout Europe, and I made a few videos there. So yeah, probably not as much as you do, Monkey. I don't follow the soccer that much, but yeah, only as a land surveyor, Taurus. I do like rugby. I like the cricket. I like all sort of sports. I like to watch everything, really. Quite like watching the Tour de France, the bike racing too. I like that. But yeah, I only work as a land surveyor, not construction. I mean, I do mark out buildings and swimming pools and homes, just small scale construction type jobs, but I don't do large scale. And yeah, so that's what I like to do. So okay, everyone, in about 2 minutes, I'm going to have to go. And hi, Faisal, thanks for coming in. I hate it when new people come in. It's not your fault, Faisal. Every time I think I'm going to go, someone else new pops in to say good day. Well, thanks for coming in. Thanks for saying hello. I appreciate that. And I'm just about to leave. I'm sorry. I've been on for quite some time now. I've been on for nearly 2 hours, so I'm exhausted. 32 minutes here and an hour and a half before. That's okay, Faisal, but I'm coming back. So stay tuned. Look out for my channel. Later on tonight, Australian time, I'll be coming back. So I'd love for you to pop back then and say good day, and happy to answer any questions that you have about surveying. So don't go anywhere. Or look out for my thing, you'll see. How many lack of surveyors in Australia? Quite a few, actually. I think the thing is there's a lot of older surveyors in Australia, and they're retiring. So therefore, there's old surveyors retiring and not so many new surveyors coming in to either the technical colleges or the university to make up the shortfall. So people like myself are just flat out. And here's me wanting to do YouTube for a living and take surveying as a second thing, making videos about surveying instead. You know, that's what I'd love to do. If you can help me do it, I'd really love your support. If you want to share the channel with people, help me get there, that would be great. Because one day what I'd really love to do is get to a point where I can start rewarding my followers. So for everyone that's helped me, I'd love to help back. Yeah, any way you can share the channel with your friends, family, surveying colleagues, I'd love that. I'd really appreciate that. That would be great. My favourite part of surveying, as you can see through the channel, is finding old survey marks. I really love looking for things like really old survey marks. So, yeah. I don't know, Taurus. I think I'll continue working as long as I can, but taking my time and just trying to do jobs that actually I enjoy doing, as opposed to having to just work for the sake of working. I just want to do jobs that I just enjoy doing, you know. So pick and choose the type of jobs that I do. So. Okie dokie. Okay, well, I'm going to go, everyone. Thanks so much for tuning in. I really appreciate that, as always. And I will put a link up there for when I'm going to come back and have a chat. And hopefully I can see you all tonight. Do I have a technician? No, I'm just by myself, Taurus. Just by myself. So just taking it easy. I used to work for another surveyor for many years, and just sort of enjoying the time by myself, basically. Okay. Another couple of minutes, just for anyone else that might pop in and say good day. But like I said, I've got quite a few videos on the channel now, and actually quite a lot of videos, and I've uploaded a few just recently on a groovy one about a calculator. If you haven't seen it, doing a Christmas theme with a ho 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 on the calculator. Don't go away. I have more questions, Taurus. Well, that's okay. You can, fire away for another 2 minutes, Taurus, and then otherwise you'll have to come back later tonight, Australian time. That will be about 5 hours time, maybe, something like that. I went to a university in Australia up in Queensland to do my studies. It was called the University of Southern Queensland. And it offers a surveying course that I think would be global, where it's an online by correspondence course. So, yeah. Okay, 1 more minute, everyone, and then I've got to go. I really got to go. I've got to have a bit of a break, but I will come back. So I don't use a 3D scanner. No, sorry. I don't have one. They're quite expensive, actually. But I do have, as you'll see if you watch some of the videos, I've got the Leica TS16 robotic total station. I've got the Leica GS18 GPS and the AP20 auto pole, so the tilt pole. They're things I've got. So, yeah. Okay, everyone, we're about to go. 10 seconds. But thanks heaps, everyone. I really appreciate your time. I appreciate coming on and giving me some feedback, letting me know what you're up to, what you just stay tuned for the new live stream that I'll be putting up soon. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe, the bell notification so that you can be told when I'm coming on. And also, feel free to share the channel with anyone who you might know that likes surveying or does surveying, or if there's anyone that might be interested in the channel, please share that with everyone. I appreciate that. And like I said, I'll be trying to come back on about 8 o'clock Australian time tonight, but it might be a little bit later, but I'll put up a link. So for anyone watching on the other part of the world, like maybe Taurus or other people, it will be, probably midday or afternoon or something like that for you guys, and night time for me. But thanks heaps for tuning in, everyone. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you a bit later on today. See you later, guys. Take care. Bye.